Hello children, today I am here to do the last revision exercise in your textbook. So we covered 30 chapters and this is the last revision exercise 3. So before you do this one, make sure that you thorough with all chapters and try this review exercise. So we'll see how we can do this. Represent each of the following inequalities on a separate number line. X is greater than 2. So how can we represent? In this one, this is not included. So 2 is not included means we draw an open circle and this is greater than. So greater than means towards right hand side. So we can take the ruler and just I can mark towards this side. So that's the greater than side. X less than minus 1. So minus 1 is not included. So we draw an open circle. So open circle here and then less than. Less than means towards left hand side. So you have to draw the arrow towards this side. X less than or equal to 3. So that means 3 is included. So you draw a solid circle there. Solid circle and X is less than means towards left hand side. So you draw the arrow towards left hand side. Now what about this one? X is in between minus 2 and 3. So we draw open circle here on minus 2. And a solid circle on plus 3. So this one, if you close one side, X is greater than minus 2, this way. X is less than 3, this way. That means in between. So we can draw the line in between. What about X is in between 0 and 5? 0 is included. So you draw a solid circle there. And 5 is not included, so open circle on 5. So this is also in between. So you draw the line in between the two. Question number 2. The shaded portion of the cylindrical container in the figure contains 550 milliliters of water. Estimate the capacity of the container. How can we estimate? Now see how many parts are like this? 1. So we can see 4 parts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each part is 550 milliliters. So what's the capacity of this container? Capacity is equal to 550 milliliters times 4 because we see 4 equal parts like that. 4 times 0, 4 times 5, 20, 2 remaining. 4 times 5, 20 plus 2, 22. So 2,200 milliliters. The length, breadth and height of a cuboidal shaped container are 8 centimeters, 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively. Find the following. The capacity of the container. So how we find out the capacity? You can multiply length, breadth and height. So according to this one, 8, 6 and 10. Multiply. 8 times 6, 48. 48 times 10, 480 cubic centimeters. Then second part. The volume of water in the container if water is filled up to the height of 6 centimeters. So volume of water. Volume of water is the same length, same breadth. Now this is height of water. That's 6. So 48 times 6. 48 and 6 times 4, 24 plus 4, 28. 288 cubic centimeters. With the aid of figures, explain the terms given below which are related to circles. Chord. So we'll take a circle and I'll explain what is a chord. So what is a chord? When you connect any 2 points on the circle without passing through the center, so we call that's a chord. So I can show this is a chord. So I'll write it here. This is a chord. Arc. How can we represent an arc? Arc means when you take the chord, we take any chord, we get this part and the other part. The smaller one we say minor arc. And the bigger one we say major arc. So this part is a major arc. Sector. How can we get the sector? So sector, we can get it from 2 radii and the arc. So for that, I'll draw any 2 radii. And so the sector is bounded by 2 radii and the arc. So I'll color this. This one is minor sector and this one the major sector. So I write down this one minor sector and this one we call major sector. And segment. How can we define segments? So when we draw the chord, you get 2 segments. So this part we call minor segment and this part we call major segment. So I'll write down this is minor segment and this is the major segment. Look at this question. For each part given below, select the correct answer from within the brackets by considering the given number line. The number indicated by A. Which one is A? In between 0 and 1. What's the number? That's half. In between 0 and 1, that's half. The number indicated by F. In between -1 and -2. So minus 1.5. According to the numbers indicated by B and D, B is here to the right and D is to the left. So which one is true? Normally the right side number is bigger than the left hand side number. So B is greater than D. So B should be greater than D. According to the numbers indicated by C, D, E, what can you say about this? We'll check. C is greater than E. Yes, C is towards right, so this is true. D is greater than E. That's not true because D is to the left. E is to the right, so that's not true. Now look at this one. D, E, C. C is the lowest. According to this one, C is the lowest. C is the highest. That's wrong. Now we'll look at this one. D is the lowest, E then and C. So this is the correct statement. A wax cube of side length 6 cm is given. Find the volume of the wax cube. So how you find out the volume? Volume of a cube, length into length into length. Length is 6. 6 into 6 into 6. 36 times 6. 216 cubic centimeters. Then write the above answer as a product of prime factors. How can we write down this one as a prime factor? 6 is 2 times 3. 6 is 2 times 3 and again 6 is 2 times 3. Because 6 is not a prime number, so you have to convert to prime numbers. So how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3. 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power of 3. So this is cubic centimeters. And third one, the given wax cube is melted and 8 equal size cubes are made without wastage. If the side length of the two cubes are integral values, that means integers, write the side length of each cube separately. So here this one is melted and made 8 equal size cubes. If the side length of the two cubes are integral values, write the length of each cube separately. So first we'll find out what's the volume of one cube. So you have to divide by 8. So this is the total volume. Divide by 8. 8 means 2 to the power 3. So can you see this one get cancelled out? So you get 3 to the power 3 is the volume of one cube. That's 3 to the power 3 cubic centimeters. So what's this side length? So this is a cube. Volume is 3 to the power 3. So the side length should be 3 centimeters because then only you get the volume 3 times 3 times 3. That's 27. Write the coordinates of the points A, B, C, D, E, F and G that are marked on the Cartesian plane. So we'll write down what's A. A is 2 with 2. B, what's B? 0 with 5. C, here 0 with -3. D, this one, so that's -4, 0. E, E is this one, 4, 0. And F, F is, where's F here? Minus 2 and 4. Here make sure that you read the x coordinate first. Minus 2, 4. And G, you get this point, that's minus 1 with minus 6. Look at this question. Draw a Cartesian plane with the x and y axis marked from minus 5 to 5. So here x axis minus 5 to 5, y axis also minus 5 to 5. Draw the graphs of the straight lines given by x equals minus 2. So is it a vertical line or a horizontal line? X equals minus 2 is a vertical line. So the vertical line passes through x equals minus 2. So that means this one. Passes through, the vertical line passes through minus 2 value. Y equals 3. So that's a horizontal line. Passes through y equals 3. So we'll draw the y value here. Passes through y equals 3 line. That's a horizontal value. So y equals 3. X equals 5. Now draw x equals 5 line is this one. So we'll mark it x equals 5. And y equals minus 4. That's a horizontal line. Passes through y equals minus 4. So this is y equals minus 4. Write down the coordinates of the points of intersection of the above graphs. So what are the intersecting points? One is here. Read that point. Minus 2, 3. What's the other point? This is the other intersecting point. 5 with 3. What's the next one? This point. Minus 2 with minus 4. And this point, that's 5 with minus 4. So those are the 4 intersecting points. Look at this question. From the sets of length measurements given below, write the sets that could be the lengths of the sides of a triangle. So you need to check 2 lengths. The sum of 2 lengths should be greater than the third length. So we'll take pairs and see. So 4.2 and 5.3. When you add, that's 9 something. So that's greater than 6. 4.2 with 6. 6 plus 4, 10. So that's greater than 5.3. Then 5.3 and 6. 6 plus 5, 11. So that's greater than 4.2. So all satisfy. So that means we can draw a triangle. So we can say this is a triangle. Look at this one. So we'll add and see. 12.3 and 5.7. So that's more than 6.6. We'll add these two and see. 5.7 and 6.6. What's the value? 12.3. Now what happens? It's equal to 12.3 and not greater than. So we can't draw a triangle. So in this case, this is not a triangle. What about this one? So we'll add the smallest two and see. 3.7 and 4.3. You get 8. So when you add it, you get 8. This is not greater than 8.5. So this is not a triangle. 15, 9, 12. So we'll take these two. 9 plus 12. That's 21. That's greater than 15. 15 and 9. You get 24. That's greater than 12. And what are the other two lengths we have to check? 15 and 12. 15 and 12 is definitely more than 9. So all these satisfy. So this is a triangle. Construct triangles with the following measurements as side lengths: 8, 6, 10. So what we do? First we draw a line segment. Then you can measure 8 centimeter or 10 centimeter. We'll take the ruler and the compass. So we have to measure 10 centimeters. So I'll increase this. So you get 10 centimeters and you take it and keep on the line and you just mark the two lengths. So both sides you have to keep and draw the two arcs. So that's 10 centimeters. Then what you do is 10 centimeters. So the other two lengths are 8 and 6. So you have to take the compass and measure 8 centimeter length. So here 8 centimeter length, and what we do, we take one point and you are drawing the arc in the middle. Then what we do, we have to take 6 centimeter length. So we'll take the compass and draw 6 centimeter length. Centimeter length, and then we keep on top of the other point and you can draw the other arc so that you get the intersecting point. Now we have the third point. You can connect this with a ruler. So you can connect this point with this and this point with this. So this is 6 centimeters and this one is 8 centimeters. 6.3, 3.5 and 8.2. So we'll take first the 8.2. So before that you need to draw a straight line segment and measure 8.2 centimeters from the compass and the ruler. So 8.2. This value. So then you need to mark the 2 points. So you draw an arc here and then take the compass to this side and mark the other point. Now what we do? Now this is 8.2 centimeters. We have to mark 6.3 and 3.5. So take the compass and measure 6.3 length. 6.3. And then you keep the compass on top of one arc and draw the arc in the middle. And what we do next? We have to measure 3.5. And then you take the other point and mark the arc so that you get the intersecting point. Can you see? I'm not getting the intersecting point. That means I have to draw it again. I have to draw 6.3 again. 6.3. So I have to extend this arc. Now we can continue drawing. So now we get the intersecting point. We can connect with a ruler. So this point with this and here with this. So this is the triangle. This side is 6.3 centimeters and this side is 3.5 centimeters. Construct the triangle ABC such that AB is 7.2 centimeters, BC is 5 centimeters and AC is 6.7 centimeters. And measure and write the magnitude of ABC angle in the above triangle. So we have to construct a triangle. So what you do, you take the line segment and using the ruler and the compass, we have to measure the length. Now which one is the largest? 7.2. So we'll take 7.2. So 7.2. 7.2 and you can mark on the line. So both sides you have to mark. So the 2 points and that's, we can write label which side we took 7.2, that's AB. 7.2 centimeters. Now BC 5 and AC 6.7. So take the compass and we'll measure 6.7. So 6.7. So which one is 6.7? AC. So that means we have to keep the compass on top of a point and draw the arc. Now, what's the next measurement? 5 centimeters. So we measure 5 centimeters and draw the other arc, keeping the compass on top of point B now because BC is 5 centimeters. Now you get an intersecting point. So that point is C. Now you can draw lines AC and CB. So this is the triangle BC 5 centimeters and AC 6.7 centimeters. Now measure the magnitude of ABC angle. So we need to measure this angle. So we have to use the protractor. So we'll measure and see the angle B. So what's the angle? Here to here. But here to here, that's 116. Here to here, we are getting 116. So what's the angle this way? 180 minus 116. So you get 64 degrees from here. So we can write ABC angle. ABC angle is 64 degrees. The length of the calls received on a certain day by a person who uses a mobile phone are given below to the nearest minute. Write the range of the given set of data. What's the range? The difference between the highest and the lowest. So range is equal to, What's the highest value? 11. What's the lowest value? That's 1. So 11 minus 1, range is 10. What's the mode? Mode is the most frequent number. Now, we'll write in order so that we can see it clearly. So, I'll write down from the smallest 1. Then, how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, how many 3's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, how many 4's? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, 5 is there. And then, 6, 7, 8, 10 and 11. Now we can see mode is 3. That's the highest frequency here, 5 times. What's the median? Median is the middle value when you arrange the data set in increasing order. So we have already arranged it. So you can find out the middle. Now, how many data points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Even number means you get 2 middle numbers. What are the 2 middle numbers? You can cross it out from first to last and see what's the middle. Oh, I'll show you an easy way also. When you cross it out, you get, these are the 2 middle terms. So what you do? When you get 2 middle terms, you add and divide by 2. .5. Now, how we find out without crossing out the numbers like that? So, we got 18. 18 you divide by 2. So, we are trying to find out the middle value. So, you get 9. When you get a whole number, that means 9th one and the 10th one are the middle 2 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that's how we find the middle number. Using the mean, estimate the time in hours and minutes that could be expected to be spent on 100 calls that are received by this person. So using the mean. So what's the mean? So we need to add everything and divide by number of terms. So we need to add everything. So shall we add? 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 and 10, 20. 21. 21 plus 3, 24. 24 plus 10, 34. 34 plus 10, 44. 44 plus 2, 46. 46 plus 4, 50. 58, 61. 61 and 11, 72. 72 plus 4, 76. 76 plus 3, 79. 79 plus 2, 81. So the total is 81. Divide by 18 numbers are there. So 9 times 2, 9 times 9. So the average is 4.5. So it says this is about the time in minutes. So average time is 4.5 minutes. Then they ask, using the mean, estimate the time in hours and minutes that could be expected to be spent on 100 calls. So here this is average length of a call. If there are 100 calls, what's the value? For 100 calls, this is 4.5 into 100. This is in minutes. Now we need to convert to hours and minutes. You get 450 minutes. Now how we convert to hours? You can divide by 60. So 450 divided by 60. 45 divided by 6. So you get 7. That's 42. So 42, 3 remaining. So 3 remaining for 30, that's 5. So 7.5 hours. So we can write 7 hours, and here 0.5 means half. Half of an hour. Half times 60, you can find out how many minutes are there. So you get 30 minutes. So 7 hours and 30 minutes. Write the scales given below using a different method. So this is given in meters and centimeters. So here we can simplify. So 1 centimeter is 100 meters. So we can convert this to centimeters. How you do that? Multiply by 100. Now both are in centimeters. You don't need to write down the units. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 10,000 is the scale. Represent 1 centimeter with 0.25 kilometers. So that means you have to convert 1, 2, convert to first meters and then to centimeters. 0.25 multiply by 1000 to get meter value, and then again 100 to get the centimeter value. So 1, 2, 25 with 100, that's 0.25, that's 25. And here 3 zeros are there, 25,000. 1 to 25,000. 1 to 50,000. How can you rewrite this? So that means 1 centimeter is 50,000 centimeters. So I can divide by 1000. Divide by 100 first. That means 500 meters. Then I can say 1 centimeter to 500 meters. That's another way of expressing this. Representing 3/4 kilometer by 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter represent 3/4 of kilometers. Convert to meters, multiply by 1000. And again by 100 to convert to centimeters. So we get 4 times 2, 8, and so 250. So 3 times 250, 750. So 1 centimeter to This is 750 and 2 zeros. And this is in centimeters. So you can write down the scale as 1 to 75,000. You don't need to write centimeters there. In a scale diagram drawn to the scale 1 to 50,000, what is the actual distance in kilometers represented by 3.5 centimeters? 1 centimeter represent 50,000 centimeters. Now you need kilometers. So divide by 100, that's 500 meters. And then divide by 1,000, 0.5 kilometers. That's 1 centimeter. So you need 3.5 centimeters. 0.5 multiplied by 3.5. That's in kilometers. Ignore the decimals, just multiply by 5. 5 times 5, 25. 2 remaining. 5 times 3, 15. Plus 2, 17. Now put 2 decimal places. 1.75 kilometers. Second one, the scale selected to draw a scale diagram 1 to 0.5. Here, this should be in kilometers. Find the length of the straight line segment that needs to be drawn to represent the 3.5 kilometers. So according to the scale, 0.5 kilometers is 1 centimeter. They are asking if this is 3.5 kilometers, what's the map length? 1 divided by 0.5 into 3.5. So how you divide decimals? You have to multiply by 10. That's 35. Do the same thing for the denominator. That's 5. 35 divided by 5, that's 7 centimeters. 3 points A, B and C are located on a flat ground. B is situated 800 meters away from A, is 60 degrees east of north, and C is situated 600 meters away from B, 30 degrees east of south. Illustrate this information with a sketch. So we'll start. B is situated 800 meters away from A. So we'll mark A first. This is A. 60 degrees east of north. So that means you have to draw north and east. 60 degrees from north. So somewhere here. So how many kilometers? So this is 60 degrees. This is 800 meters are there. So that's B. Now C is situated 600 meters away from B. Now from B, 30 degrees east of south. So we have to mark east side and south. 30 degrees east of south. From this one, 30 degrees. We can draw the line, just 30 degrees. How many meters? 600 meters, so less than that. So this is 30 east of south, means this is 30. And this is 600 meters, so this is point C. So we have to mark this is north, this is east, and this is south, and this is east. So normally we take this side as north. Look at this one. The figure shows 5 types of plain figures printed on 5 identical cards. The cards are mixed well and one card is picked randomly. The plain figure on the picked card is recorded and the card is replaced. Another card is picked random as before and again the plain figure on it is recorded. The results obtained by conducting this experiment repeatedly are given in the following table. Tally marks and number of outcomes. Copy the table and complete it. So this is 9. 9 means how many tally marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we can count these. 5 plus 3, 8. 5 plus 2, 7. This is 5 and 5, you get 10. This is 5 plus 4, that's 9. Now next one, how many times was this experiment repeated? How many times was this experiment repeated? You can find the total. So what's the total? We'll count 8 plus 7, 15. 9 and 9, 18 and 10. So when you add it, 8 plus 5, 13. 1 remaining, 2, 3, 4. 43 times. Write the fraction of success of obtaining the shape, square shape. 7 out of 43. Draw the shape of the plane figure with the highest fraction of success. So what's the highest fraction? So that's 10 out of 43. So that's a pentagon. Draw the shapes of the plane figures with equal fractions of success and write this fraction. So this is 9 over 43. What are the shapes? Circle and 1, 2, 3. Hexagon. So those are the two shapes. A bag contains 2 red pens, 3 blue pens and 1 black. Pen of identical shapes and size. A pen is taken out randomly. Find the probability of it being a black pen. So that's 1 out of 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. A blue pen or a black pen. Blue pen is 3 over 6 and black 1 over 6. Altogether 4 over 6, or you can simplify and write 2/3. A green one. A green pen. There are no green pens, so that's 0. From the given figures, select the shapes that can be used to create regular tessellation. Regular means all sides are equal as well as all angles are equal. So you can't take this. This is isosceles triangle. This is a square, so you can take that one. This is a rhombus. Angles are not equal. This is a pentagon. All angles are equal. That's a regular pentagon. And this is a hexagon with all angles and sides are equal. So those can be taken for regular tessellations. Copy each of the statements given below and place a tick before the statement if it is correct and wrong mark if it is incorrect. A circle has no rotational symmetry. So when you rotate a circle, you get 100 times, infinity times the same figure. So you can't say no rotational symmetry. That's wrong. Only rectilinear plane figures have rotational symmetry. You can't say that only rectilinear, that means only straight lines. You can get curved ones as well. So something like these shapes, you can get rotational symmetry. not only rectilinear plane figure. So this is wrong. So this is the last question in your textbook as well as in your review exercise. So we completed all units in grade 8 textbook. So next time I hope that you will join with me to do grade 9 work.